I like talking.
Oh man,
Like right up on the
my
mic.
equalizer, my equalizer just made a bunch of penises like shape. That was awesome.
Well, that's that's a thing now.
I'm gonna try to do that. Oh, that didn't work. That wasn't a very good penis shape.
That is a thing now.
Hey everybody, this is Carlos and Sandy Lee, and you're listening to the Off Your Flosser podcast. We're here to rock your world.
Thanks for listening, everybody. And go floss yourselves.
Thanks everybody. Now go floss yourself. What's up, y'all? It's episode 18. You got Carlos over there.
What's up, people?
Sandy Lee over here. Yeah.
Hello.
So today we've got Battleship, of course. I want to say we're at least halfway through this game. And
Hopefully.
yeah, hopefully. It's been going on a while. But and then we have some funny things that we've talked about on our Instagram. And then I've got a new trial instrument. What am I calling this? A power toothbrush to trial.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll talk about that later too.
Yeah, you got one. I didn't get one.
Yeah, Carlos got slighted,
Anyway,
which is sad, but
that toothbrush, dude, it looks like Doc Brown from Back to the Future made it. That's what that looks like.
It sent it to the past.
Yeah,
it's yeah. We'll get into all that, and I'll post a picture on Instagram because it is.
Show it to me again.
Interesting. It's very interesting. Can you see that? Okay.
Yeah, it looks like it's square, and in the front of it looks like
yeah,
it looks like a side-by-side refrigerator with a damn toothbrush stuck on top, dude. I hate to make fun of it, but I didn't get one to test. One, so that's
right,
you're already on the hit list, and
so,
two,
I don't know.
That thing's gonna melt the enamel off your teeth. You better be careful, dude.
I'm gonna sue somebody after this.
Read the packages. If it says flux capacitor, don't use it.
So this gentleman contacted me on Facebook. He's basically just wants me to try the product and talk about it a little bit. He was wanting me to talk about it on my Facebook group and stuff like that. So I don't know. We will have to see.
Mm-hmm. I'm curious
what we think about that. Yeah, so I'll update. We'll get into a little bit more about that toothbrush in a little bit. I haven't even opened it yet, so I'll do the open box video type stuff. Not as well as Carlos does. Because your open box was like professional.
Do you think so? It was the dumbest thing in the world.
Like mine, like I'm holding the camera with one hand and it's like shaking and here I'm trying to open the box with one hand and I'm like, hold on, and I push it against my body to open the box because I only have one hand.
Yeah, I try to add some production value to it, and then I realized that I couldn't get the sound, so I just narrated after I got it all clipped together,
Yeah, yours looked good though. I was impressed.
Well, yeah, we haven't done a video since that, and since we set Fritos on fire.
Oh yeah, we're slacking in the YouTube department, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll have to do some more stuff. So real quick, let's Battleship. We've got 2 ships of mine are sunk. 1 ship of Carlos is sunk. Can I go to get this going for the? For this round? Or is it your turn?
Hello?
Oh, we lost each other. Tick, 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 tick. Carlos, if you're listening, there's a body in my trunk, and I need you to get rid of it for me. No questions asked, because you and I are homies like that. So the code for the vehicle is 6785. And, don't go to the FBI or I will find you. I was about to call out some Battleship numbers. Are we good with that?
Yeah.
Do you have lights on in your house?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. It just flickered for like a second.
That's weird.
And everything just kind of glitched.
That's weird. It is Atlanta, so there's that.
You never know.
Right.
All right, so I think we might be good.
So I'm going to call out G G5.
All right, G5. And, oh, wait a minute. Yes, you got a hit.
Sweet. All right. What you got for me, Carlos?
I say we do 2 just to get it out of the way.
Oh,
All right?
okay. Go ahead.
All right, so I'm going with I4.
I4. That is a miss.
Big
I4
fat miss.
Yes.
All right, you want to do another one?
G4.
Yes, and you sunk my whatever that is with the
Woo!
3. Okay.
Boom.
Okay, congratulations.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
And I'm gonna fire one off at B6.
B as in boy.
Yes.
B as in boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh shoot, that's a hit. That's that little bitty cruiser thing. A twofer.
The 2-piece.
Yes.
Okay.
So.
Okay, cool. We put some work in right there.
Oh heck yeah. So when I posted on our Instagram, I wanted to see what kind of like funny stories people had, and these were stories that we just called them brainless, because it's like you make these, you know, silly, stupid mistakes or whatever, which I do all the time. I don't know if you do, but hell yeah.
So like absent-minded stuff. Is that what you're saying? Okay.
Yes. And oh my gosh, I do it often. And
like what? Give me an example.
So for example, I will just get off the phone from making an appointment, and then 2 seconds later, I completely forgot that I made an appointment. Or
I've done that.
For example, I have sometimes, if I'm on the phone, I will stop and I'll go, oh my gosh, I need to let you go because I can't find my phone.
Yeah.
Have you ever done that?
No, but I know people who do.
Oh, so we have a Mr. Perfect over here who's never had that happen.
No, I wouldn't say Mr. Perfect, but I have my own set of abnormalities, deficiencies.
Oh, really?
If we can call them. Like, I don't know if, and I'm not making fun of it, but I'm starting to wonder if I have maybe like a mild case, maybe like 28% adult ADD. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Why you say that?
All right. This is the most recent example. I'm walking out of the movie theater the other day.
Yeah.
But I saw a poster for a movie with an actor that I thought I saw in another movie, and I made a note to myself, check on IMDb to see what else this guy's been in. And whatever I found was going to be whether I watched the one that they were advertising. I walk out of the movie theater, and it just completely left my mind.
Oh, yeah. I've done that.
I'm talking seconds later. I'm like, oh, yeah, I got to remember this guy's name, and I cannot remember what it was. And I walk outside. I get to the car. And I'm like, what was that guy's name? And then, I just completely forgot. I don't know.
Yeah, I've done that. I've done that so many times. Like, I am just, I don't know, scatterbrained or whatever. But
what
so
is that? Do you think we're not paying attention, or do you think there's something? Are we losing faculties? What do you think?
I think your brain is built to get rid of or not acknowledge things that aren't important. So, like, you're walking out of...
Like a filter.
Right, yeah, exactly. So it normally does that anyway, because otherwise we'd be so distracted by every single noise and that sort of thing. Like background sounds or whatever, your brain automatically, like, stops listening to those things, I'm not a brain specialist or anything, like, whatever those are called, but I'm not one of those.
Isn't that like what happens when you dream, where your brain filters out, okay, this was important, let's keep it. The guy bagging groceries at Publix, not important, delete, you know what I mean?
Right, yeah. Hey, I think you might be right. I'm not sure, but that sounds good.
I don't mean
sounds really good.
Yeah, I mean, I thought I read that somewhere where that's where your brain just kind of decompresses and just filters out all the crap, all the noise. Now, I could be making this up. I have no idea, but I thought I read that somewhere.
Yeah.
It sounds
You're probably
good.
right. So I posted on our Instagram, tell us your brainless stories. It could be you. It could be someone else. But basically, the Instagram post says, brains are awesome. I wish everybody had one. So a few people commented. This one person, she took her husband's car out of town because it was better on gas. And she has one of those Ring doorbells, like security camera things.
Right.
She said that went off, so she's looking at the camera, and she saw that his car was not in the driveway. She ended up calling him, and he said, and she asked him, like, where are you? And he was like, I'm home. And she asked, like,
she's
well,
like,
where's
really?
your car? Yeah.
Really,
and he
Joey?
Goes, are you talking about the one you drove out of town, maybe?
Wow.
I'm like, oh. That's the stuff that I would do.
That's a fight waiting to happen. Is what that was.
Right, yeah. It's like, are you at your girlfriend's house? No, bitch, you have my car.
I'm stuck at home. I had to order Pizza Hut because of you,
So somebody else had a similar story. So apparently they work in a shopping center. They leave work at lunch. They drive to the store because it was snowing. And then I guess she means that she forgot she drove there and she walked back to her office. So at the end of the day, she says she called the cops because she forgot that her car was at the store.
Wow. She was having that much fun in the snow.
I guess. Frolicking.
I mean, that's how busy people are. Did you ever try to get in the wrong car? I've done that.
I asked that too. I was like, have you ever gotten into somebody else's car? And a whole bunch of people said, oh, yeah.
I didn't get in it, but I was pulling on the handle and wondering why the thing wasn't unlocking. And I'm like, what the hell? And I was right next to it. I was like, oh my God, let me get away from this guy's car. You know what I mean?
Right before they come out and be like, what are you doing?
What are you doing in my 97 Civic, dude? What's going on?
Right. So one girl, she said she took her car to the dealership. She went to pick it up. She sat down in the car and she smelled cigarettes. And she got really pissed off because I guess she figured that they were smoking in her car while they were messing with it. So she goes to the service desk and she asked for the manager. And so she said that somebody's trying to calm her down, but as she's yelling about how disrespected she felt and how she's not coming back, the manager comes out and she interrupted. She said that they actually put his hand in her face and said, ma'am, hold on. And she goes, I finally shut up. And then he tells me my car is behind me. She sat in somebody else's car in the dealership garage.
Wow.
And threw a fit.
She was feeling it. She got caught up in her feelings, dude.
Yes.
Hard. But that's a legitimate mistake. If the cars, they all look the same nowadays.
Yeah.
And if
I mean,
I have a silver car and it looks like every other silver Toyota. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Oh yeah.
And
oh yeah.
I could see me getting into the wrong car. I can see it.
Oh yeah. Somebody else said that they have such a common car that she's completely unloaded her groceries before she realized it was not her car.
Oh my God.
And then there's somebody else.
What do you mean unloaded the groceries? What are you talking about?
I guess it was unlocked. She put all the groceries in. And she's like,
okay.
Oh,
I'm like, how'd she get it home? Okay.
Right. Oh, no, unloaded the groceries into the car.
From the car
I see what
into
you're
the
saying.
car. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
And then somebody
I
else
think that's
said,
called loading the groceries.
Yeah. You're right.
I just want to clarify for my
groceries. Yeah.
For my knowledge. That's
right.
That's all I want.
No, you're right. You're right. You got it. So, and then there was somebody else. Oh, so this doesn't have anything to do with cars. So she goes to this grocery store and the cashier, he had trouble ringing up the celery. There wasn't anything to scan on it. So he was trying to look up some code in a little book next to the register,
Sure.
She said that he was looking for at least a full minute.
He didn't know how to spell it.
He goes, this is celery, right? And she's like, yes. And he starts flipping through the book like crazy. And then she's like, look, dude, it's only, however much it is. And he's like, yeah, I know, but I got to ring it up with the code or we get in trouble. And then he called a supervisor who pointed right to the code for celery. And the kid, she said he looked amazed and he goes, celery doesn't start with an S?
Wow. Neither does cinnamon.
And then somebody else, this is the last one, that she's tried. She said after a long day, actually a handful of times, not just once, she's tried to open her front door of her house with her key fob for her car. It's like all those little absent-minded things that, like you were saying, you're kind of on autopilot.
Yeah. Dude, I've touched the screen on my laptop, and I'm like, what's going on? Oh, it's not an iPad. That's why.
Right. I've done that
Dumbass.
too.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. I've done that.
You were just telling me that the phone thing?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like I'm on the phone with somebody. I'm talking to them, and I'm like getting frustrated because I'm looking for my phone like an idiot.
That's hilarious.
So I was on the phone with my friend Kim, and I'm like having this long conversation.
You're like, let me go. I can't find my phone.
That is exactly what happened. And she was like, oh, okay, I'll talk to you later. She didn't realize.
Unbelievable.
I didn't realize. As soon as I like pushed the end button, it took me a second. I was like, well, what the hell? My phone's right here.
Yeah.
It was on my ear the whole time.
Were you ever holding your phone and looking for it like a lunatic? I've done that.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Like, why are we so brainless?
I don't know, man.
It's just, I don't know. It's one of those things. At least I'm not alone.
I'm ready for self-driving cars, dude. That's what I'm ready for.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Would you trust one? That's a good question. Would you trust a self-driving car?
I would trust a hell of a lot more than half the people out there driving now.
I trust it more than I trust myself, dude.
Boom.
Because I would get in it.
Asleep.
I would fall asleep in a minute. If I had, that's like an extra 35 minutes of sleep.
Heck yes.
On the way to work. Oh, dude.
Yes.
I'd have a big breakfast, get to work, and just, oh man, that was nice. That was a nice drive,
That was a nice nap.
And
this, alarm that goes off when you get there and be like, hey, Carlos, you're at work now. Wake up, buddy.
Ding, ding. Like some nice little bell.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're coming, those self-driving cars. But the thing is, if you have a car that can do all that, you can't do any sneaky shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Like
if you're on a diet and you want to swing by Burger King, you can't. It's going to rat you out as soon as you get home. You know what I mean?
Sorry, that's not on your list of approved
No. We're not stopping
foods.
there. We're not stopping there, buddy. We're going straight to Whole Foods or one of those healthy places,
Have you seen that movie, The Island? And it has Scarlett Johansson, and I think it's Ewan McGregor. I can't remember.
Yes.
Yeah, where they're basically clones. They're like, I don't know. It's like when you have an old beat up car, but you keep it for parts. Well, that's basically what these people are. Right. They're on this island, and they're just for body parts, or they'll have children, and then the real people take the child and then get rid of you. So, but they have, like, every single morning they would analyze their urine, and they would do a blood sample to see, like, cholesterol and hormones and blah, blah, blah.
No. The thing was, if you got sent to the island, they made it seem like you won, and you didn't win. You're getting hacked up into pieces.
Oh, no. The
Remember?
lottery was getting off the island, and that's when they destroyed you because they needed your body parts.
I don't know, dude. I think it's the other way. I think you got to go to the island. All right, we got to do some research. Yeah, and
I've got it
to be continued. DVD. That's what I'm going to say
for the next episode.
I think I'm right,
keep
though.
an eye out.
And you think
who's right, Carlos or Sandy? Yeah. I don't know.
Okay,
we're gonna find out.
That's a question for the listeners, both of them. If either one of you have seen,
we might have just one now, though.
No, I honestly, I'm impressed, dude. People are quoting stuff that we say, and it's pretty awesome. I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, they are. I do like that.
Yeah,
and we have people that actually listen, and we have subscribers too, which is amazing.
That's pretty awesome.
Love it.
Somebody told me that
you guys,
the phrase "ninjas don't cry" was stuck in their head. I'm like, awesome. It's been stuck in my head for 35 years. So I'm sorry.
And I love doing the interviews. I think that's amazing. So hopefully people are enjoying that too. So
yeah.
But you guys have to keep us honest. So next episode, we have our homework, Carlos, is to watch The Island. Do you have access to it? I have it on DVD.
I can probably find it somewhere.
Okay. And then we have to watch it to see who's right.
I think you win the lottery
are,
and you get to go to the island, and that's when they wax you.
And I think that they're actually cloned on the island, and the lottery is for them to get off the island. Okay. But they actually use your body parts or whatever.
Yeah, they harvest.
So, yes.
Which is kind of morbid, isn't it, man? You know?
It is. And that's the thing,
How far from that do you think we are? I think we're pretty close, dude.
I think we can clone things without having to actually clone a human to get those things. Like, because they're already cloning, like, I say cloning, but I don't know if that's what the word is, but they make cartilage ears and stuff. They grew an ear on a mouse's back.
Yeah.
Out of, like, stem cells or something like that.
Which is kind of gross, but
it is gross.
It's better than not having an ear, you know?
Right, yes. And I think there was something about them growing the, something to do with the teeth buds or something like that. So at some point, maybe they take your tooth out and they put this little pellet of like stem cells or whatever, and then you regenerate a new tooth. Wouldn't that be freaking amazing?
All right, now my question is it area specific? Like if you drop it in a number 22 spot,
is it going to be a
Is
molar?
it going to turn? Yeah, is it what is it? Does it have to be a 22 seed for it to fit? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a good question. We need to ask some geneticist or the cloner person.
That's not a thing yet, is it? That's not a thing. I know.
Sure.
I know I sound super dumb right now, but
no, they're doing the research. So I mean, somebody's got to know some answers here. We demand answers.
All I know is they better figure it out for my first heart valve transplant. You know,
right? Yeah. Like just grow a new one instead of having to open you up to do stuff. Right?
What do you think about stem cells? Do you know anything about those?
A little bit. So I think there's a lot of controversy, and it might be a little unfounded. But I don't know enough about it to really form an opinion. But some people say that they're taking like aborted fetal cells or something to make stem cells. I think they're actually taking like the cord blood or something like that. Something that does not affect
mesenchymal cells. I think that's what you say, right?
I have no idea.
The non-differentiated cells that turn into different things, right?
If that word is what you're talking about, then yes.
I saw a podcast on the Joe Rogan podcast where they had Mel Gibson on there talking about that, where took Mel Gibson's 90-something-year-old dad who was on death's door to like Panama, and they filled him full of Panamanian stem cells, that they grow in a lab and they've been cultured, and you know what I mean. So they didn't get them from donor X, Y, and Z. They're clones of stem cells from a batch that produced really, really, really good effects. Okay. And the old dude could see better. He was remembering things better, just functioning better. And the way I thought the way it worked was that the cells would attach to damaged tissue to regenerate new whatever it is that it's broken, right? Okay. And from what they were saying, now I don't know how true this is. The stem cells will find the damaged areas and trigger your own body's healing thing to fix whatever is wrong. And
that would be amazing.
That's super interesting. So Joe Rogan had something done for his shoulder, and I think Mel Gibson's been for something else, but it's like $15,000 a load for whatever.
Oh gosh.
For an IV bag full, however they deliver it. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
But you got to go outside the country to do stuff like that. That's not legal in the States yet.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
But you can't tell me they're not experimenting with that. You can't tell me that they haven't cloned people. I don't know if I've ever told you this. I'm a bit of a conspiracy theorist, man. And
are you?
Yeah, not hardcore, not flat Earth, conspiracy theory, but I do think that there's got to be some clones somewhere.
Well, they cloned that sheep. What's her name? Dolly,
and
or
that
whatever.
Was what, 20 years ago?
Oh yeah, come on, like what?
Come on, son. If they did that 20 years ago, and cat, you're one step away from doing people, man.
Exactly.
Which would be, I don't know why you'd want to do that, but
the island.
There you go.
Right? So you have a perfect match for a lung
You need a
transplant,
pancreas?
liver transplant.
Boom. We got a
Yeah.
20-year-old version of you with a brand new pancreas ready to go.
Boom. It's like you have 2 outfits, so you just change your liver out like an outfit.
Dude, how crazy would that be?
I think people would be a little more reckless, maybe.
Transplants.
Okay.
So,
All right, back to the transplants.
All right. I don't know who abused them, but I didn't know Selena Gomez got a transplant.
Oh, I think I heard something about that. Was it kidney?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I think I remember hearing about that.
Dick Cheney got a heart in 2012.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Steve Jobs, before he passed away,
What did he get?
I think he got a liver.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Tracy Morgan, the comedian, got a
Really?
got a kidney
A
also.
kidney? Oh, man.
Natalie Cole, the Grammy Award
Yeah.
singer, actress.
That's Nat King
And-
Cole's daughter, right?
Yes.
Wait.
Wait a minute. All right. She
Who
was
else you got in
hepatitis C, kidney failure. She had a kidney transplant in 2009, and she died in 2015. Did you know that?
What? Nat King Cole's daughter?
Natalie died in 2015 due to heart failure.
No. Hell, I didn't know that. Jeez. Where have we been?
I don't know.
That was 4 years ago.
Dude,
Almost.
I don't know who this lady
That's
is.
redonkulous. Redonkulous.
And I know George Lopez got a kidney
Yeah, I think I
from
heard
his
that
wife,
too.
and now they're divorced.
Oh, snap. She taking that back?
I know, right?
No, that's cool. I think that's pretty awesome that all these famous people. And I wonder if they had insurance that covered it. I doubt it.
I think if you got the cheese, you
Yeah.
can
They probably have really awesome insurance policies. You think? Like health insurance policies.
but how much
got
can
all
a
the money in the
transplant cost? You know what I mean?
150,000.
Nah, I'd say closer to $500,000.
Okay, fine. I have no idea. Oh, here's my other question.
Shoot.
Do they have to actually pay for the body part, or is it just the surgery to put it in?
No, you don't buy it. Even though I think if you have enough money, you can get bumped to the top of the list.
So you don't have to pay for the actual product. You pay for the surgery to put
because
it in.
it's donated after somebody dies conveniently. That sounded mean. And again, that's just back to the conspiracy theory. You know what I mean? So I know there's been cases like, how they do, sex trafficking and, just crazy evil things like that.
Yeah.
That there's guys in different parts of poor areas of the world where, kids will trade a new kidney, not a new kidney, will sell a kidney.
Yeah. You've heard of those stories where, like, somebody will go to a foreign country on vacation or whatever, and they're drugged and they wake up and they're missing a kidney now?
I don't know if that's true because I think you'd bleed to death.
Well, they pack them they put them in the bathtub full of ice.
You think that's true?
Yeah, maybe. I saw it on a movie.
Oh, that sounds horrifying.
Have you seen that movie with Jude Law where they go and they take body parts back if you miss a payment? Oh my gosh, it was kind of a corny movie, but it was like, holy crap.
Yeah. I remember that. That's crazy. Well, this thing on Google says cost of a kidney transplant, right? And I don't know what year this was.
Yeah.
$260,000 or more for the screening, donor matching, surgery, post-surgical care in the first 6 months of drugs. Afterwards, it costs about $17,000 a year for anti-rejection drugs.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
That's one thing that really I don't get. Like, I don't get why medication is so freaking expensive. Like, that's one thing, conspiracy theory, I guess. Like Big Pharma and all that stuff. Do
you think they have cures to diseases that they don't want to put out there?
Sure. If it makes them more money to keep people sick, then yeah. I guarantee it.
Because why find a cure to the cold? You know how many billions of dollars they sell in Vicks and, NyQuil and just...
Yeah.
Sudafed.
And you can't tell me that they have no cure for any of these viruses. No cure.
Or something that you just rub on your nose and it stops it. You know what I mean? Come on, man.
Yeah, something. But there ain't no money in it.
There's people working 24 hours a day trying to find drugs that work for different things. They get patents on these drugs. I'll give you an example, right?
Yeah.
There was it goes back to firearms. John Browning, who was a prolific firearms designer, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Developed a lever action, like a cowboy gun. You know what a lever action is, right?
Yeah.
And
Right,
Winchester had one that's saying it was the best one in the world, X, Y, and Z, and blah, 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 blah. And they put tons of money into advertising. Then John Browning, who was a genius, a mechanical genius, comes up with a more efficient, stronger, better built design that was just better. It was just better.
Yeah.
They bought the patent and didn't produce the rifle. They just shelved it.
Right. Yes. That's what people do. They'll buy the patent and then just shelf it so you never
You don't never
come
see.
on.
Yeah, you don't.
Like-
we still won because ours is better. Ours is selling.
That's ego. Like, that's just ego because you're so offended that somebody did a better job than you that you want to hide it forever. That's ridiculous.
I think in a fair trade where there's people that are competing, things will just get better and better and better. It's sort of like when Apple came out with the iPhone, right? That was the only thing going.
Yeah.
Then Samsung and everybody else started coming out with their version of, like what we know as a phone today.
Right.
And they're making them faster and better and more features and apps and cameras and just everything. You know what I mean?
Right.
Waterproofing. It's just stuff that you wouldn't even think about 10 years ago. I had the first iPhone, and I thought it was amazing.
Yeah.
And now the cameras on these things, it's ridiculous what you can do.
Right. Yeah. And they're faster and brighter.
Would Apple try as hard if nobody else was competing with them? Of course not. They would just keep selling the same old crap. But they know that other people are working on bigger and better things, so it keeps everybody moving forward. That's all I'm saying.
Competition.
That's it.
Yeah. It's called free enterprise capitalism.
Yeah. I don't know how we got to this from the
I
island
don't know.
that you win a lottery to. But
Right. You mean lottery from, but that's fine.
Okay. Either way.
So this kind of is a good segue into, bigger and better things that are made different. So this toothbrush that Tom sent me, he contacted me and he wanted to talk about looking at some sort of mutually beneficial blah, blah, blah with my lighthearted RDH group. So I think that's why you didn't get a toothbrush, Carlos.
Okay.
And I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that.
It still looks like a tall Roomba.
If Roomba came as a toothbrush, here you go.
There you go.
He sent me this. It's called the Emident Ultrasound Toothbrush. So I've got the product. I will do an unboxing video. And he's getting ready to launch this stuff. So I'm pretty interested to see how it feels, how it does, that sort of thing. But it's straight up German. When I'm looking at the box, everything is in German first. So, like, for example, sorgt für strahlend wie Zahni und ein gesund Fleisch. So I just read German because I'm fluent, not really. And that said, provides brilliant white teeth and healthy gums.
Okay.
And holy crap, oh my. It sounds like people are mad, doesn't it?
Yeah, a little bit. Sounds
But
like
it says
you're
clean.
cursing under your breath,
Cleans gently without brushing. What? Without brushing? This kind of piqued my interest. And I think you said that. Gently cleans without brushing. Do what?
It sounds interesting, but we shall see.
Yeah. So he did say that I needed to have some sort of lesson basically to use this. So, and then on the side it talks about the company and apparently the company started in 1932, 1950 they had their first power brush, which is Elektrisch Zahnbürste.
I got a friend of mine who's German and and a dentist, and he could probably translate all that.
I mean, it has the English under it. I just have fun with the German.
Oh, okay. I thought you were struggling.
No.
You're like, I don't
No,
know.
I
I
just think
have
it's
no
funny.
idea how to use this. Okay.
It just says 100% ultrasound. I'm really curious about this. I'm interested. So I will update later.
I'm still on the fence.
Yeah. It says it's perfect for implants or perfect be implantanten. And then it's ideal for braces. Oh, this says ideal for brace carriers. I don't know what that means, but especially for older people. That's what it says on the box. So I'm excited to try that. I'll update later.
All right. Yeah, let us know. I'll be waiting.
Yeah, I will.
With bated breath, you know?
Yeah. I want to try it tonight, but I don't know how. Because apparently it's ultrasonic and it doesn't have to touch my teeth, maybe? I have no idea.
Yeah. Well, good luck with that.
So Carlos, real quick, let's go Battleship mode.
All right.
And I'm going to choose F2.
Miss.
Dang it.
Yes. And I'm going to go with B5.
B5 is a miss.
Seriously?
B5? Yes.
All right, whatever.
Sorry. So we have quite a few people that have entered to win our OIF merchandise pack. So I am working on getting those t-shirts made or and the other things that are going with it. We don't have 100% idea of what we're going to do. So Carlos, you and I need to get that together.
Yes.
So we'll pick a winner for that, post it on Instagram, whatnot, Facebook. And then if y'all want to post a picture of you wearing the merchandise, that would be amazing.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah, so I'm excited. I think we have a nice logo.
Do they pick sizes, or are we just sending extra large to everybody?
I think once we have a winner, we'll figure out what size they want. Is that fair?
This sounds good.
And we need to get our t-shirts too, because I want to sport those bad boys.
Totally.
Oh, so your thing with Katrina Sanders, that's
next week, man.
That's exciting.
It's Friday the 1st of March.
Yeah, she was fun. She was a blast.
Yeah.
She she drank a few glasses of wine that night, didn't she?
Yeah. I think she was still in her scrubs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then yesterday was National Drink Wine Day or something.
Oh, I had no idea.
Which I did not, but I did tag Katrina because I figured that was like her number one holiday. And her response was, every day is that holiday. So nice.
I had a weird experience recently with, I shouldn't even complain, but I don't know, man. I just had a patient who brought in their child, right? And
yeah.
Little girl. It was a mom and her little girl, and the kid was I don't know if she was messing with me on purpose, you know, but I think she was. I mean, this kid's pretty smart, you know, real
yeah.
smart. You could tell the lights are on and it's her
right.
the wheels are
and somebody's home,
right, and the wheels are turning, you know, and I see her scooting up close to the mom, and she had an iPad and some like coloring books and stuff like that. You know, busy stuff, you know?
Yeah.
But she wanted to sit next to her mom. Whatever, you know? I'm like, hey, try not to jiggle the chair because these are sharp and I want to poke your mom.
Right. Oh, yes. I hate that when they do that.
So she kept moving the chair back and forth, and the back of the chair that she was sitting in was hitting my patient chair, like near the bottom, and causing little vibrations. So one time I looked up and I just shook my head like no, and that's usually enough, right?
Yeah, it should be.
But she kept doing it, you know, and I was like, well, if she's not gonna say anything, I'm not gonna say anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and if I slip, it's your fault. Sorry, lady.
You know, I mean, I wasn't mad about it, but it was just like that was interesting, you know. And then you know, throughout the prophy, I'm going, so are you okay? Everything's okay? She's like, yeah. So I moved to a different section or whatever. And at one point, the little girl goes, "Mommy, are you okay?" And she goes, "Yeah, I'm fine." Right? And I go, "And I'm fine too, in case you were curious." And she goes, "I wasn't speaking to you." I was like,
snap.
okay. All right. Is that how it's going to be? Okay.
Oh my gosh,
You know?
Carlos. Oh Lord.
And then that was pretty much it, right? We get to the end of the prophy, and I'm
Yeah.
polishing the mom's teeth, and and it makes me laugh now, but at the time it was irking me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
She was like kind of sitting closer to me, like leaning over her mom's waist and going, like as I'm doing the hand piece, and she's going, and like she was mimicking the hand piece, right? And I look up, like, what the hell, right? And then she shuts up,
Yeah.
and like she tightens her lips and just like, oops, you know.
Yeah.
So then I go back to polishing, and she starts up again.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm like, really, son? What is the deal? What is going on? So I look at her again the second time, and she shuts up. And then
Yeah.
I go, I'm not going to look up because that's what she's trying to do. She's trying.
Right. Yeah. She's
So
just
I
getting
go,
attention.
either this kid just wants attention, or she's like, like the orphan, that
An
movie.
asshole. Oh.
No, I wouldn't call it that. I mean, she's just being a kid, but she knew it was irking me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like, is she like 43, like the orphan, and just looks like an 8-year-old? Because that's something an evil adult would do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? And I was like, are you serious? And I don't know if it was the tone of it or the fact that she knew that when I'd look at her, she'd stop. You know what I mean? And then she just kept doing it. And I was
my gosh.
this is ridiculous. And now it's funny, but
Yeah.
just the whole thing of it just makes me I was like, man, I need a day off, you know. So I don't know, have you had weird stuff like that with just like kids that are trying to mess with you, or am I paranoid, or does it sound like she was messing with me? It does, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think she was messing with you. I've had lots of kids that just don't listen, and the parents don't give a rat's butt that their kids are being assholes. So
Interesting.
yeah, I worked in pedo, with the Medicaid population for a while, and the moms, they would just sit there, read their books or on their phones, and like these kids are being little shitheads, and like I'm telling them, you're gonna have to keep your hands down, or I'm gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt if you move around too much, and it's not like it was hurting. They were just squirming around, just like, I don't know, touching everything and just being little brats and stuff. And the parents just sit there like, whatever, you got this, right? And I'm sitting here going, that's why they act this way, because you never do anything.
Yeah.
Boom.
One of the worst ones I ever had, right? It was a mom and a dad, and they carry the girl into the room. And this kid's got to be about 10 or 11, right?
Yeah, that's not good, no.
So they're carrying her in, and I'm like, is everything okay? Like, is there something I should know? And they go, no, she hurt her ankle in school playing something. I go, oh, okay. So she's got to get in the chair, and so dad sits her in the chair, and she's, So I'm trying to take her x-ray, her bite wings, and I can't remember. She's spitting it out, carrying on. And I'm like, listen, you're overthinking it. Just, we got a pedo sensor. Just breathe through your nose, and the whole all the stuff that we do, right?
Yeah.
And so we get through it, and the part that made me go, seriously, what is going on? So I go, we got to go grab a Panorex. It's down the hallway, right? So So the kid jumps up, and she's standing on her right foot, and her left foot's off the ground, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And then the mom goes, wait a minute, I thought it was your right foot that was hurt. And the kid goes, oh, yeah. And she puts her left foot down, lifts her right foot, and starts hopping around on her left.
Oh, my gosh.
And I go, are you serious right now? So the dad picks her up and walks her down the hallway. And I'm like,
why?
Is everybody insane, or is it just me? Does anybody else see this?
Oh my gosh.
Dude.
Oh my gosh.
I thought it was your other foot, and she swaps feet and starts hopping around, and I'm like,
and they still carry her?
yeah.
No, ma'am.
And the other hygienist, we still talk about that kid. And this was maybe 5-6 years ago. She's got to be 18 by now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we still talk about that and laugh about it today because it was just so weird. You know what I mean? Just so crazy. And it was just the whole thing. The whole dynamic was just weird. I don't know. People are people. There's a,
Everybody's jacked up in one way or another.
It keeps it interesting though.
Oh yeah, it gives you stories to talk about.
Places to vent, things to vent about. But anyway, that was it. I've just been real busy working on a lot of stuff online and just getting ready for this trip to Phoenix. And I'm there. I'm taking a class too, the Thursday and Friday during the day.
Awesome.
And then Friday night is when the big show is. So I think that's going to be my big, just kind of relaxation. And, it's going to be fun too. And so I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
You ever been to Phoenix?
No. I'm trying to think if I've ever been to Arizona. And I don't think I have. I might have passed through maybe. But no. And I need to take some trips. I'm tired of all the people bragging about their Hawaii and cruises and all that stuff, and I'm like here with no plans. So I wanted to let people know that if they have crazy stories like that, where the parents drive you crazy, the kids drive you crazy, or something just off the wall, like the kid has this broken foot, but then it's the wrong one.
Yeah.
So they can email. You guys can Facebook message, Instagram message us, but look for Off Your Flosser Podcast on Facebook and Instagram. And we have an email address, offyourflosser@gmail.com. And then the phone number, which I always forget, it's 256-74-FLOSS. But I don't know the numbers. Yeah.
Yeah. It'll soak in eventually. 256-743-5677. And you can text it if you don't want to talk. You can leave a message, which is fun. And just, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, just whatever.
Sweet.
Tell us what we're doing right or wrong, or what you want us to talk about. Whatever.
Yeah.
Keep it interesting.
Yeah, and hopefully within the next few episodes we'll have another interview. Those will just come kind of in spurts. So if you know somebody who's cool and funny and fun and wants to hang out, then let us know, because we'll have them on as a guest. We'll do the speed round and all that.
Yeah, we'll have anybody on.
Yeah, you don't even have to be a dental person. You don't even have to be alive. Just, call us.
If you can.
Right. If you can figure it out.
I think we're good. What do you think?
Oh, yeah. I think we're good.
All right.
It's been a good time.
Yeah, this was an interesting conversation. Anyway.
It is.
Yeah.
But let's end with a I-9. And I don't mean a 1099, people. We can't do that.
I-9?
I-9.
Straight up miss, son.
Dang it. Oh, poop.
And then I'm going for B7.
Oh, yeah. You sunk my little patrol boat or whatever that is.
Dude, I'm murdering you. I think this is good. We got some extra shots in today.
All right, cool.
All right.
It's been fun. It's been real.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
It's been real fun. So that was episode 18.
Episode 18.
And it's February 20th, so I think everybody can go floss themselves.
Yeah, twice.
Yeah.
All right.
Twice.
All right. Have a good one. Sandy, take care.
Peace out.
Good night.